The Civil Liberties Act of 1988 is also something that you are credited with being a major moving force behind. How did that come about?
Well, it started out with the National Japanese American Citizens League at their 1978 convention, passing a one-sentence resolution saying that they were going to undertake legislation to seek redress and a national apology for the wrongful internment and evacuation of Japanese Americans during World War II.
And then, and you had other colleagues involved in that program. Who did you work with to make all that happen?
Well, after the National Japanese American Citizens League had passed their resolution, Senator Inoue, Senator Matsunaga, the late Congressman Bob Matsui from Sacramento, California, and I got together and we were wondering, what are we going to do now with this one-sentence resolution from the National Japanese American Citizens League? And Senator Inoue said, you know, if it hadn't been for the Warren Commission to talk about the Kennedy assassination, or there was another commission to look into the killings at Kent State, and those became bestsellers. They were well known by the public, and the two issues really surfaced. And he said, until we get the American public educated about what happened in 42, and then our colleagues will then understand. So Senator Matsunaga talked about his bill relating to Native Hawaiian claims. And so I had a legislative director by the name of Glenn Roberts, and you might remember his brother Steve Roberts, who was a reporter with the New York Times. But Glenn was really a bright legislative director. And so he took Sparky's bill on Native Hawaiian claims and rewrote it to set up another commission. And this commission was called the Commission on Wartime Relocation and Internment of Civilians. And so that legislation got passed, I believe it was in 1978, and then in 1980 that commission report actually came out, and it said that it was a gross injustice in terms of what happened to those of Japanese ancestry, and said that it was due to wartime hysteria, historical racial prejudice, and weak political leadership. And so they concluded that Congress should apologize on behalf of the United States of America and pay redress payments of $20,000 per person. So Glenn took that commission report and again put all of that language into legislative language, which was the Civil Liberties Act. And then on August 10th of 1988, President Reagan signed that bill, so it became known as the Civil Liberties Act of 1988.